Disappointing game for us today, and I don't want to take anything away from UAB. They came in with a great game plan. Their players played really hard, and they executed very well. They made things difficult for us, and we didn't respond very well. We talk about things that we can control, and in those areas we didn't do a very good job. And we talked often about when the shots aren't falling. And in the two areas, the threes, the free throws, it's a large percentage of our points. We didn't get either going tonight. We still needed to find another way, but this is a very disappointing loss. I apologize to our fans that showed up tonight, and we did not give the type of effort that they deserve, and we've got to be able to fix it and get ready for this next one.
I don't know what you could do about it, because the schedule is what it is, but it looked like your guys are really fatigued. It looked like heavy legs, and from the start, I mean, they get 4 offensive rebounds in the first possession of the game, and so, I mean, you can talk about or point at maybe lapses in effort occasionally, but it does seem like there is some fatigue. Do you acknowledge that, and what can you do? Do you give them a day off when you typically don't? What do you do about fatigue? Because it looks like maybe even psychological to go with the physical.
I mean, the mental is always so much more than the physical. This time of year, there's a lot of tired, there's a lot of bumps and bruises. We did everything we could to try to manage those things with foot touches, and we did not have pop. Your assessment is absolutely right. We did not have the type of pop necessary to win an American Conference basketball game tonight, especially against a team that is undefeated on the road in conference play. They're very comfortable and confident going on the road. But the offensive rebounding, and we said this is the key. Of course, they went zone and they stuck with it because we weren't making any shots. But we needed to go crash. We needed to make those effort plays, and we didn't do it. So, we're going to be discussing our schedule in the next 2 days, for the next 2 days in preparation for the next. But it's hard to execute anything when you don't have great energy behind it.
And then maybe you get to a grind, the dog days of the season, I guess, because it happens in every sport. But you do feel like maybe you kind of guys have hit the wall a little bit, and you've got to get beyond that and crash through to the next third of the season.
You're asking me if I think we've hit a wall?
Yeah.
I think that we didn't play very well today, and we didn't have a lot of energy and effort. It is a long season, and there are challenging moments throughout seasons. But without a doubt, we've hit a batch of adversity today that is really challenging, very disappointing, and we've got to be able to find our way through it. And this is at this time of the season when you've had over 100 practices, however many games, 25 games.
Mm-hmm.
You got to dig in deep, and this is really stings. This really burns, but we got to dig in deep. I don't think we're unlike anybody else.
So you guys scored 17 points in 4 minutes. In fact, Miles' big time dunk, was your first bucket of the second half. And then you scored 17 points in 4 minutes. Did you think, okay, here we go. We finally got our identity back and our second win or whatever, and we're going to win the game. Did you feel 100% confident in that moment that you guys would go ahead and win?
I expect to win every game.
Yeah.
And I also know that you're not going to play well every day. Like that's an impossible thing. It doesn't happen for anybody. And there's going to be moments where you just don't play well. And this was one of those where you're just you feel like you're running in mud, you're slipping, there's resistance. Give UAB a lot of credit too. But without a question, I felt like, okay, we're snapping out of it. We're finding our footing. We're finding our rhythm, because we didn't have great rhythm. They were really trying to shorten the game. They were walking the ball up. They scored 27 transition points against us in the first game. They really slowed it down to a halt. There was only 29 possessions in the first half. And then when they got offensive rebounds, we were on defense for just way too long, and that really hurt us. And stymied some of our transition flow. And then I felt like, and I told the guys, we don't need to panic. There's enough time, and I thought we had a couple empty possessions and then just too many turnovers.